Hey guys, I'm Samcrac. Welcome to the Car of the Day, feature on this channel where we kind of take an in-depth look at cars for sale, whether it's at a salvage auction or maybe it's at a classified ad somewhere. We get a little bit more information on them and find out exactly why they're being sold as they are. In this case, a 2017 Acura NSX that was sent in by not one or two of you, but at least over a dozen times I've seen this car in my inbox over the past month. That's because it's been for sale for over a month, well over a month, and it's been for sale for over a month for a good reason. This car looks pristine. There looks to be no issue with it, but it has a salvage title. Now, why would a car that retails well over $100,000 and have normal wear as its primary damage have a salvage title? Well, I'm going to try and answer that for you guys today, and I'm going to try and compare that to a few other cars that are listed out there in a similar fashion. But before we do so, I want to give a huge thanks to this video sponsor, a continued sponsor of the channel, the Ridge Wallet. I ditched my boring, bulky old wallet for the Ridge Wallet. It's an RFID blocking minimalist wallet made out of really premium materials like the carbon fiber one I've shown you before. And check out this burnt titanium one. It's really unique. And all the hardware on the Ridge Wallet is user replaceable, making it the last wallet you'll ever really need to buy. If you're interested in your very own Ridge Wallet, I've linked it in the description box below, as well as a coupon code for 10% off any order. Now remember, all the links you see in today's Car of the Day will also be listed down in the description box. Let's blow these photos up, take a closer look, and see if there's anything that pops out to us. Again, most of the emails I received were, Sam, this is definitely the cheapest NSX that's on the market today. It doesn't seem that there's anything wrong based on the photos. And we're all pretty much wondering why a car this nice is totaled or salvaged. And so, yeah, the document type does show that it has an MV907A, which is New York State's way of saying it's got a salvage title or salvage certificate. Again, 2,000 miles. It is a run and drive, so no issues there. And the primary damage is normal wear. From the photos, there's nothing showing me that there's anything wrong with this car whatsoever. It does say it's a run and drive, and it has the keys. Now, the only other thing that pops out to me in this Copart listing is the fact that there is a buy it now on it. When there's a buy it now on a listing, 9 times out of 10, it is not being sold by the insurance company. And that's the first thing that I'd want to know with a listing like this. If it looks perfect, is it being offered by the insurance company? Because if it is, this is a great way to save a good amount of money on a supercar, especially like an Acura NSX. Now, if we go over to autoauctions.io, that's the site that I use to get a little bit more detail on salvage auction cars. Again, it tells us it's a run and drive, the engine starts, the current bid is at $37,250. But when we scroll down, we do see that the seller is a third party. And what's even more interesting on this car is that the current seller has declined over, I don't know, a ton of offers dating back to February of 2018. Offers higher than their buy it now price. So this car has been for sale a while. They've gotten a ton of pretty competitive offers on it. It looks like their recent offers too are only a couple $1,000s off their asking price, and they've declined them every single time. The car has been continually relisted, and the person is just seeking that long dollar. Now, the photos here are the same photos we saw at Copart, but the other thing that's really interesting here on auto auctions is that it gives us the sales history. This vehicle was actually sold a year ago now for $93,000. So here's the original listing. If we do a quick scroll down, we'll see that this was the listing by the insurance company, and the car did not run nor drive at the time this car is being listed by the insurance company. And if we take a look at these enlarged photos, the first photo, we can see that there's a problem back here on the passenger side wheel and tire. But again, the body of the car looks pristine, nothing majorly wrong with it. And it doesn't appear that there's any rear bumper or body damage visible in the photos. What we have here is likely undercarriage or suspension damage. And undercarriage or suspension damage cars are some of my favorite types of cars because it gives you the opportunity to buy really nice cars like this Acura NSX and save a huge percentage off of retail on them. And generally speaking, they can be a great deal when they're all said and done. Now, one thing we can notice here is that one of the curtain airbags did deploy on the passenger side. That is not abnormal. My Corvette that I just finished rebuilding, it also had a deployed airbag, and it was not in the collision, it just had undercarriage damage. The engine compartment looks completely perfect, no issues there, and in this case the car only had 1,600 miles. Now it's got a little bit more, so that's a pretty good sign in itself that somebody was able to put about 500 miles. This looks like the front area with the electric motors. Again, nothing standing out there. So now we know why this 2017 Acura NSX holds a salvage certificate, and with the slight markup that the seller's asking now, I think that their price is right in the ballpark. The only issue with this car is that it is an Acura NSX. It's a great car. As far as I understand, this is one of the best performance car bargain values out today. The only problem is there's clean title examples selling elsewhere on the internet for about $140,000, let's just say well under the $150,000 mark, which makes it difficult to justify a salvage title example for just a little less, especially since we don't know what the future holds when it comes to the value of these cars. Now, one of the other things a lot of you guys wonder is there's a car that looks perfect at a salvage auction, like in the case of this 2010 Audi R8. Isn't it just been fixed up by somebody and they're reselling it? And this is another one of those mystery cars that sold just a little while ago and was on my radar. This is a car that has a salvage title, but again, by looking at the photos, everything looks perfect. And again, it's listed with just undercarriage damage. This car has the rare 6-speed manual transmission. The interior looks great. The engine compartment looks mint. 42,000 miles on the odometer. There's no body damage, at least major body damage that we can see in any of these photos, and it even runs and drives in stark contrast to the first listing for that Acura NSX. Now, when I pulled this car up at autoauctions.io, I got a pretty big surprise because it was sold by the insurance company. So this is a car that was totaled out because of some sort of undercarriage damage we really cannot see in the photos here. And it sold for only $32,750. Since I am an Audi fan, there is one thing that comes to mind with this R8, and that is the possibility of a cracked frame underneath the front trunk area. That was an issue on some of these earlier build R8s, but again, without any sort of photo evidence, there's no way to tell exactly. But it just goes to show you the value that is out there at these salvage auctions. And even if this car does have the cracked frame issue that was more prevalent on these earlier R8s, they can usually be repaired. And for $32,750, you've got an Audi R8 for the price of a nice Toyota Camry. Now, each and every car is different, especially when it comes to salvage title and accident cars. I want to tell you why these undercarriage damage cars can be some of the best values out there. And I want to use my personal 2011 Corvette Grand Sport as an example. This is a car that had undercarriage damage. And from the photos, it was pretty clear that there was something wrong in the suspension. And there was. On the driver's side, one of the control arms was completely cracked and both of the wheels were bent. When I talked to the previous owner of the car, he had rode up on a curb going about 35-40 miles an hour to avoid another accident. Now on the C6 Corvette, things are so low to the ground, the radiator support is actually mounted to the frame rails, and when it ran over the curb, all of the stuff with the radiator support itself, you know, the radiator, the condenser, all the lines, pushed up and actually dented in one of the frame rails, causing this car to be a total loss. Even though it didn't really hurt the structure of the frame itself, it did damage the frame. It doesn't matter if it's a dent, like in the case of my Corvette, or a scratch, a nick of any sort to the frame is considered frame damage. And frame damage, even if it's very minor, is a huge factor in totaling out a lot of modern sports cars and exotic cars we see at these auctions. When it comes to our Acura NSX, this is a car that is primarily made of aluminum, so there might be an aluminum piece here that was damaged. And cars that have aluminum, specifically when it comes to the frame, are notorious for being totaled out even if there's very minor damage. For example, the Goon Squad rebuilt a Corvette that had cracked front frame rails, and they weren't severely moved. The Goon Squad just went ahead and welded those cracked frame rails. This Audi, while we can't be 100% sure, could very well have a small crack in the front side of the aluminum. And again, since most of the structure in the R8 is made out of aluminum, well, it becomes a complete total loss. In McLaren's, not only do you have aluminum, but you've got a lot of carbon fiber. So the second a piece of carbon fiber cracks, well, there's not a real approved repair for it. So again, you've got a nice car like this 2018 570 GT with only 865 miles on it, being sold as a total loss vehicle. So for all you that sent in the link to the Acura NSX, I want to thank you guys for doing so, and also want to encourage anybody out there that sees something interesting, again, anywhere out on the internet, send me the link, samcracauto@gmail.com, put COTD in the subject line. And I just want to give one quick disclaimer: even though a car has undercarriage damage, it doesn't make it the perfect car to rebuild by any stretch. But if you can go do a little bit of research and find out exactly what the undercarriage damage is, I've seen in a lot of cases, especially with exotic cars because they are so low to the ground, cars that are definitely repairable and savable. And once you save them, it in turn will save you a lot of money. I want to thank Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video, and also thank everybody who watched this video for your time today. Thank you so much, and I will catch you very soon.